she be begging me to wife up. Baby girl, I put it down. I'ma go extra, the fly boy.
B, call back, because I think you did just call.
Right now. I bet you she be begging me to pluck right now. Yeah, I'm nasty. Yeah, I'm ready for whatever, whether day or night. I lay the pipe and when I lay it, I'ma lay it right. She be wanting to put my clothes in the closet. I only love girl I need in the deposit. She wanna lick me like I'm ice cream. You know, strawberry, almond, walnut. She ain't as innocent as she might seem. As soon as we leave the club, I'ma call her fake.
That's what your granddaddy said. Girl, I'm finna leave the sugar shack. I'm about to come to you. I'm just joking. Big City 101.3 FM, waking up with TaylaAndre, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 7. I believe the phone lines are down because V from Tennessee just tried to call and I couldn't get him through. So if you're trying to tell me, he said he just got the answering service. So all you that are currently trying to call, trying to get through, if you can, if you're driving, don't do it. We'll save it for another time. If you can, send me a Facebook message or a Facebook note or even like Instagram, Twitter, send me something and let me know whether or not you think that we are more or less sexually active than our elders. And I'm just going to read some of these comments on Facebook, and I think we're limited to Facebook right now since we can't take any phone calls because I ain't finna give out my real number on air. I'll be getting phone calls like, Tayla, it's Monday. Can I get some Freaky Friday from you? I'm good. I've heard it all. As far as our elders are concerned, disconnected satellites, books, less technology. Less technology, more socializing, hashtag message. B from Tennessee. Eddie Murphy even said the key to life is a healthy cult. Remember that. Leslie said, we just more overt, not ashamed to show it. B from Tennessee said, I think the elders were more active because they had more time and less distractions in life. Nefria, I believe I said that right, said my grandmother had 14 kids. Nah, they were getting it in. Freddie said overexposure to sex nowadays. But is it overexposure to sex? Because granddaddy was sexually active, your grandma was sexually active. They were having 14 kids, 15 kids. That was normal for you to have all them damn kids. More exposure to sex nowadays is making us sexually active. Whether you agree or disagree, you can't call us because our phone lines are down. I apologize, but you can hit us up on YouTube. You can hit us up on Facebook, and I will read your comment. My auntie Shelly said, y'all overly sexually active, way over. She said if a young girl gets her man, she gonna let the young girl have it. She said, I can't hang from these chandeliers like you young people. I'm good. Lavon said late 60s, early 70s was off the chain with free love. B from Tennessee said they had 12 kids per household back in the day. They wasn't playing. Shout out to my sister Elaine. She said, good rising, Tayla. Always a pleasure seeing your beautiful face in the rising. My hair is not done today. I love watching your shows. Haha, your grandmother is so funny. Listen, my grandma ain't a part of this conversation. My grandmother's a German, okay? As far as, remember Will Smith asked Ashley if she was a German? He was, yeah, my grandma's a virgin. We're not bringing Nana into this conversation. She will have my ass. B from Tennessee said, nope, it won't be uploaded. No music. Facebook is petty. I'm not able to, for those who are on Facebook who don't know, YouTube as well. As far as music is concerned, we cannot play any music because it will not be uploaded to Facebook. It can be uploaded to YouTube, but YouTube won't give me my monetary views. And I like collecting my little 1 cent for every 1 million views. Barack said, it seems like older generations were most definitely active, but our generation is more open. So we act out more, but they produced way more. Most people I know have siblings all over the world. They have siblings they haven't even met yet. So they win hands down. Latoya was laughing at the fact that I said Republicans, if you're a Republican, you think you can still have sex with a woman even when she says no. I meant that. I meant that. B from Tennessee said, I don't think they were overstimulated back then. They barely had a naked magazine, let alone Pornhub. No. FreakyFriday, tastyblacks.com. Okay? Better not bring your kids ever. Don't ever bring your kids to a Freaky Friday conversation unless we're talking about aliens or like fourth dimension humans living inside the earth. Aside from that, better not bring your kids. We don't I don't support Pornhub. TastyBlacks.com. So that energy was popping off when they got a chance. Auntie said they reproduce more. My aunts didn't believe in birth control back then, and I believe abortion plays a role in today's population. Absolutely. What's the girl named? Sanger? Hillary Clinton's, most esteemed person that she loves with all her heart. Sanger created Planned Parenthood. Kill all the Negro babies. You do know that aside from police killing us and us killing us and diabetes and high blood pressure, the number one reason why blacks are dying is because of abortion. If you didn't know, now you know. Lane said, I feel like they were just as sexually active, but their generation was more discreet about it. They kept what happened in the bedroom, and and not in public. And that's why they can communicate better with looks about their desires than an actual physical display. Levon said he needs that track. I feel it deep inside, deep down inside. V from Tennessee said, I called, baby, but I got the answering service. Don't laugh at me, the Sugar Shack. I'm finna come from the Sugar Shack, girl. I'll be there in a minute. You know what I always wanted to know? If you know the answer, can you please post it? Where's Miss G at? Back in the day, was the club open until 11 p.m.? Because I feel like people went to sleep earlier back in the day. Or at least I have that perception based on, black and white television and old movies. And TV used to go off at like 10 p.m. Then it used to dun, 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 dun. I remember TV not going off, but I remember there was nothing to watch. After 11 p.m., after the 11 o'clock news or 10 o'clock news, do you know where your child is? After the news came off, it was nothing but infomercials. You couldn't watch television after a certain time because it was nothing but infomercials. Did the clubs really let out at 11? Or did they let out at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning? I always wondered that. Definitely more than. So you're saying that we are more active, Latoya, we are more active than our elders, or our elders are more active than we are? Nefera said eugenics, Planned Parenthood, population control. Absolutely. Yes, Tayla, say it all the time. Trying to control and kill the black population. 1 a.m. That's what time the Sugar Shack used to let out, at 1 a.m.? I want to know. Girl, I'm coming from the Sugar Shack. At 1 a.m. I feel, because, Nana wakes up. This is the only time I mentioned my grandmother. Nana wakes up when Jesus gets up. So her and Jesus wake up at 4:30 in the morning. And prior to waking up with TaylaAndre, that's when I went to sleep at 4:30 in the morning. So I always wondered, if she wakes up this early now, she must have woken up that early back in the day. Because I remember Nana used to wake up with Liz Walker. Hey, shout out Miss Liz Walker. I remember Nana used to wake up with Liz Walker. And she go to bed at 6 p.m. So was it different then? Did they stay up later? Did the kids go to bed at 6 p.m. and they got it in at 8 p.m.? Because today, you can't get it in until about 2 o'clock in the morning because the kids stay up until midnight. Leslie said large families were more of an economic need back in the day. My grandmother had 11 siblings, and they all worked on the farm. If all the kids didn't work, their family didn't eat. Now families are somewhat economically burdened by size. So back in the day, I believe that they were indeed more sexual, but now the need is no longer truly economic. Sex is somewhat sensationalized. It is celebrated and made social. Needs have always been understood and quiet, and wants and desires are the ones that are screaming. After our Juke joint was all night. They have fish fry and breakfast in the morning. Are you serious, Levon? Hey, can we please bring some of this back? I would love a Juke joint, an after hours Juke joint that had a fish fry that was open all night. So, all right, so the Sugar Shack stayed open until 1 a.m. And then you went to the Juke joint down the street. Why did they have a jukebox? That's why it was called a Juke joint. For those that are trying to call, our phone lines are down. I know 617-282-0062, but the phone lines are currently down. So I'm going to have to find another means for you guys to start texting me your responses. Because this isn't working out. I want to hear some voices. I miss you guys so much. I've been gone for 2 weeks. You guys have been listening to pre-recorded shows or prior shows. And I do want to hear your thoughts on whether or not we today are more sexually active than our elders. And a lot of people are saying, like, they were getting it in more than we are. They were having more kids than we currently are. But at the same time, when it comes to abortion, we probably would be having just as many kids if gas wasn't $3.82 like it was at one time. I read a meme yesterday, and it said, you know, in the 70s, I was installing air conditioners in trucks and was making, I think he said, like $10 an hour. And he had a brand new truck that was $6,000. He had a house that was $25,000, and he had money in his savings account. Today, you do that same job as a mechanic, you're making probably, you know, anywhere between $15 and $25 because you still, you know, the people you work for still getting the other $35 an hour. You're not making that much money. Your vehicle is 35% higher. Your housing is 162% higher. And the food that you eat is higher as well. Like, and it has less nutrients. He's like, you know, I really wish we could go back until the 60s. I wish we could go back into the 70s when I was A, eating real food, B, could afford a house, C, could afford to buy a vehicle, and D, actually had money in the bank. Hey, B from Tennessee, don't talk about Nana. Don't talk about, she is going to get me though. Latoya said, sorry, I think our elders were more sexual than us, but our generation and the younger generations seem to be more open about it. It's in your face constantly. One of the things that I want to say about these young people is that I believe that our young people, I don't believe our young people are as sexually active as our elders were. I can't tell you how many beautiful, amazing, you know, strong, educated women I know that were virgins until college and, you know, were mad that they gave their virginity away. I can't tell you how many men that I know that are like, yo, listen, I'd rather, you know, have my left hand meet my right hand and XYZ because I'd rather not deal with these broads today. You know, I know people that are just like, I'm good. I don't need to have sex. I don't want to have sex. I'm trying to get money. So, and I think that we have our youth that is not educated as well. I want to go back to about 7 or 8 years ago when I lived in Birmingham, Alabama, and I was, you know, in the daycare scene. I worked as an after school programmer, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what my title was, but I worked with kids. Some of them were good, some of them were bad. I had to whip them sometimes and got permission from the parents to whip them. But I had one of the young girls tell me that, you know, she was digitally stimulated. Digitally means your fingers. Stimulated, y'all know what that means. And she asked me if she was pregnant or if she could become pregnant. And that scared the hell out of me because I remember sex education. I remember sitting in class with everybody else feeling extremely uncomfortable talking about everything and anything as far as sex is concerned. I feel like I know damn near almost everything when it comes to sex. That's why I started selling sex toys, because I was like, damn, I know it. We might as well talk about it, get paid for it. Today, these kids don't know anything about sex at all. At all. Especially these public school systems that no longer have civics and no longer have health and no longer have anything dealing with real life experiences. Hey, let's sit down and talk about algorithms of hexagons. For what? Can we talk about something that's gonna be relative to my future? Like digital sex is not gonna get me pregnant? How about that? I think today we don't have the knowledge that our elders had. I think, you know, Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. I really do think that your granddaddy was getting it in more than your baby daddy. Maybe not, because some of these baby daddies got 4 or 5 baby mamas. Some of them. Let me go back to reading some of these comments. Hey, Kimmy. Hey, boo. How you doing? That would be dope. Food in the late night and the early rising. Juke joint Harpo. Levon said, my family ran a liquor house and they got it in the red light, card playing, real music, and they had fish fry on the regular. I think that would be so much fun. I really do think that that would be so much fun if we had that today. If we had like a little sugar shack where you could go, well, I guess we do. It's called Biff's, or what's the other one where everybody gets chicken wings from? You know what it's called. What is it called? Lord have mercy. I don't go there because last time I went there, I had 85-year-old men hitting on me. It was the most uncomfortable thing ever. And I promise you, I have not been back at all. And I know that now, you know, Dex plays there, and we have some of our other DJs that play there. But my experiences, I can't even think of the damn place. And me and my daddy were just talking about it. Lord have mercy. Somebody gonna write it up on Facebook, but you know what I'm talking about. And then afterwards, there was an old Juke joint place that we could go to that had fish fries throughout the night, and then fish and grits for breakfast. Yeah, don't play. I love fish and grits for breakfast. A liquor house. Levon, can you tell me what a liquor house is? Because you know I'm kind of young. I'm only 33. I think liquor houses was so in Dothan, Alabama. So in Dothan, Alabama, which is, you know, in the outskirts of Birmingham, they did have a liquor house. And I went to the liquor house. And what it is it's just like basically a shotgun house. Well, this was my personal experience, Levon. It was a shotgun house. And when you walk in, somebody asks you, let me get your ID. I was like, my ID? We ain't at the club. Let me get your ID. So they did make sure you were over 21. But then you got to pay like a little $10 or $15. I forgot what I paid. But basically the liquor was free. You paid to get in, and then you just drank your way to sleep. And there were people on the couch sleep. There were people in the car, in the back playing cards. There were people in the back playing dominoes. Like we don't have any spots like that today. You can't just go to, oh my gosh, what Slade's. Whew, thank you. I felt the energy. I felt it, baby. Thank you so much. You can't go to Slade's and go play dominoes. But that would be dope if we could do a dominoes night at Slade's. I just want 15%, baby. I won't even show up. You can do what you want. Just give me 15% of whatever's made at the dough. That would be dope to have a spades and dominoes Slade's night. Who's with me? Who want to do it? Who want to do it? Where DJ Dex at? We finna get it in. Let me get back to these comments. Are we not, or are we more sexually active than our elders? You can't call, baby. I apologize. It's 617-282-0062. We're having technical difficulties because I know for a fact these phone lines would be off the chain right now. But you can hit us up on Facebook. You can hit us up on YouTube and let us know whether or not you think that our generation is more or less sexually active than our elders. Levon, I'm still on this. My family ran a liquor house and they got it in the red light. I don't even know what that means. Got it in the red light, maybe the red light district. They were playing cards with real music. They had fish fries on the regular. They had breakfast in the morning, in the rising. The sun don't mourn, the sun rises. I wonder if parents have this talk with their kids in middle and high school. Listen, I'm naive, and I'm really naive because Anari's 13 years old, and Daddy don't beat me. I lost my virginity turning 15. Okay, so it was like the summer of my birthday. I lost my virginity. Don't beat me, Daddy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But with Anari being 13, like, he's around the corner. Like, he could finna lose his virginity at any time yet. I personally don't think his balls have dropped for him to even be sexually active. But the truth of the matter is I can't live in naive land forever. But we personally have these conversations. And I remember Saria telling me that Anari had a wet dream. My kids are going to hate me later in life. I apologize, you guys, but I love you. I'm using you as examples. That's all. And I'm like, Saria, how do you know about that? She's like, because we talked to Daddy and Daddy told us. So I think that on some level, these conversations are being had because I know that I'm having them. We'll watch movies and we'll talk about kissing. And right now, Asaria thinks kissing is sex, so we're going to leave it right there for now. Right? For now. But as far as Anari is concerned, I want to say his school is doing an excellent job at keeping me informed on what they're informing him of on an educational level. And I love it when he comes home and we have these discussions and he asks questions. I think it's up to us to give our children the freedom. I think it's up to us to allow our children to ask questions. It's up to us to, engage in those conversations. And I'm trying to tell you, it's probably the most uncomfortable thing for me to do is to talk about sex with Anari. But I think it's hilarious that he feels uncomfortable talking about it at school. He's like, I'd rather learn this between you and dad. And I always wondered, Howard Stern said many, many years ago that when he was going through puberty, his mother got him a subscription to Playboy and Hustler. And that was his birds and bees talk. And now we know who Howard Stern is. So I always wondered, like, could I possibly just buy Anari, I don't know, I could not. I take it back. Because I'm thinking, like, there's not really a subscription that you can get him, like, but he could have a subscription to Tasty Blacks. No, he can't. He can't. You know what? I think that's going to be next Freaky Friday. At what age do you think your children are watching porn? That's next Friday. We're going to do that next Friday when the phone lines are actually working. What age were you when you started watching porn? And what age do you think these kids are watching porn? Because they got phones. And their phones are not blocking tastyblacks.com. So they can go and watch whatever they want to watch when they want to watch it. And I know for a fact, what was it, channel 22, channel 23, channel 24 on the Beast channel? Daddy, I'm so sorry. My uncles are going to beat me. Jacob had the B channels in his room, and we used to watch. Keto even had the B channels in her room. So we used to watch the little nasty shows, those little HBO, little cinematic, whatever those shows were on the B channel. 22, 23, 20. I'm so mad I remember. I'm so mad. We're asking if whether or not our generation is more sexually active than our parents' generation, than our grandparents' generation. Let me get back to some of these comments. I am so snitching on myself today. Y'all know about them B channels. Don't play me like I'm the only one, okay? Don't look at me don't look at me sideways. I feel this is a judge-free zone, okay? I feel the judgment. Don't judge me. I used to watch the B channels. I wonder if parents had this talk with their middle and high school kids. My grandmother would make me coffee. Sober people would make coffee, sober people up enough to make it home and drain their pockets the next damn day. I miss those days. Auntie Shelly said it was the garden tool house. Slades, thank you, baby. I know, finally, huh? What's puffer bellies? What is a puffer belly? I don't know that. Tell me, Crazy Bones, what is a puffer belly? Shotgun houses all day, every day. You know it. I did. That was a lot of fun to go to the shotgun house, to the little liquor joint, the little liquor house. That was fun. It was in Dothan, Alabama. I will never forget. I did forget for a minute, but it was, they had their main house, and it was a beautiful, like an old, antebellum house. And then off to the side, it was literally a shotgun house. And in the shotgun house, that's where the little liquor house was. You paid your little $10, $15, $20 to get in, and you got drunk all night. And I thought it was like, I felt like I was in a different world. I've never experienced this a day in my life, but apparently those were the clubs of our elders' days. Barack said, I don't understand why sex ed has disappeared. Boo, we on the same page because I don't get it either. I had sex ed class in 7th or 8th grade, baby. Let me tell you, I had sex ed class in 6th, 7th, and 8th. And it wasn't sex ed, it was called health. And in health, you learn CPR. You got your CPR card. In health, you learn about all of these damn drugs. They broke out that big board that had all the drugs in it. And you're like, I've never seen any of these before. I won't be doing them. They showed you the needles. They brought in the pig lung and showed you what a pig's lung looked like on smoke. And as a kid, let me tell you, as a child, I was very inquisitive. I'm like, how they get a pig's lung to look like smoke? Did the pig smoke? Did they breathe smoke in the pig's face? Like, I never understood that. Like, how did they? Those were the childhood questions of my day. I don't understand why sex ed has disappeared. I had sex ed class in 7th or 8th grade and realized, oh, the phone rang. Yay. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you, IT. I appreciate you so much. We needed that. For the baby that's currently on hold, give me a second because I want to go ahead and finish this comment. I knew about sex was total. I had sex ed class in 7th or 8th grade and realized anything I thought I knew about sex was total foolishness. Hashtag sex ed matters. Levon said, we got him here. Levon, where the liquor shack at? Where the after hours spot shack at, Levon? I ain't seen them. Where they at? Crazy Bone said the Zodiac had Domino's nights. Really? I would love for us to have a Domino's Spades at Slade. Listen, if anybody else tried to put that on other than TaylaAndre, they stole it. Dominoes in Spades at Slades. I'm finna do it. Wait for it, baby. Wait for it. I grew up watching my mom play spades and dominoes till a certain time with friends running Bostons on people. Hey. With the government exploiting parents with these crazy child support laws, you would think people these days would be scared to even have sex. Unfortunately, it's something we have to think about these days. Free love, show ain't free no more. V from Tennessee. Levon said, if you don't know about the red light, go ask your daddy. Red light special all through the night. So now I get it. Levon. It took me a minute. You know, I'm a little slow. Gigi said, oh, Lord. Cable vision. I don't know what cable vision means, but somebody said xvideos.com. Nah, baby. Tasty Blacks. You need to get on Tasty Blacks. Yes, Cinemax and HBO. I did the same thing with Cousins at Sleepovers. Latoya, when I tell you, those Cousins at Sleepovers, why were all 15 of y'all watching the damn Nasty Channel? All of y'all in the same room. When I think about those days, when I think about like how crazy we really were and the stupid things that we did, I'm just snitching on my cousins right now. They gonna get me. Oh yeah, with the scramble porn, you're right. If you didn't have the AB box, all you saw was the lines, and sometimes it would clear up just so you could see like a little booty shot real quick. I know I'm not the only one. They watching at 8 years old these days and cell phone. Hold up. You think they're watching porn at 8? Levon said porn and kids' cartoons. See, this is why my kids don't watch TV, Levon. This is why you messed up. They can't even watch. My kids really can't watch Disney Channel, though, because in Disney, they have them children kissing on each other, boyfriend and girlfriend in school. They can't. They have all types of inappropriate conversations. A lot of these little kid shows ain't kid shows anymore. If you watch some of these kid shows, even if you watch SpongeBob, like, and I know SpongeBob is old and there's new cartoons. I haven't had cable since SpongeBob, but even then, Fairy Odd Parents, because we used to have the DVDs. I never had cable, y'all. I may have had cable for a year of my whole adult life as paying for like rent and cable and stuff. I think I paid for cable 1 year, and that was because it was a special for like $50 for the whole year. No, that's tomfoolishness. If you think for 5 seconds that anything that crosses a television show, shout out to Quale TV, KWELI, Truth TV, because that's what Quale means, and it's Quale.tv. I'm not engaging myself or my children in regular television because it is, like you said, there's porn in cartoons. The B-side, even when the PPV, the pay-per-view was fuzzy, if you click it back and forth, you can get some action. And Hingham, okay. Sean, damn, you have good memories. I do. The Puffer Bellies is a night spot in Hyannis. Ah, okay, Reggie B. Shout out to Reggie B. Work to do. Exactly, you're right. It was health class. They showed everything but marijuana. No, okay, so they didn't actually show you marijuana, but they showed you like that little fake joint rolled up. I took health, and my nana who raised me gave me a book, What's Happening to My Body, a book for girls. I still own it. Latoya, can you send me pictures of that? I remember my neighbor had a book, and it was a book of like every STD ever known to man. from that day forth, there was I cannot forget this picture out of my head, actually. And this is probably the reason why I don't like giving knowledge on a regular basis to people, period. It's because I will never forget, she opened a page and a girl had all of these bumps around her mouth. And she said, that's what happened when you put penises in your mouth. Girl, to this day, I think I'm single because I don't give knowledge. Because that picture cannot, like, it's ingrained in my head. And I have cousins that, you know, outside playing, putting dirt in your mouth, all that. You know, what is that called? Cold sores, impetigo. That's another form of herpes. And I'm good. I don't want cold sores. I never had a cold sore. You ain't finna catch me with a cold sore. That's today why I believe I am single. Because I'm not giving knowledge. Because I have it ingrained in my head that if you put penises in your mouth, see, Sandy ruined me. She said, Taylor, put a penis in your mouth if you want to. You're gonna go ahead and have your mouth looking like this. And that's why TaylaAndre is single today. I'm sorry. I jumped all the way off topic. This is why I need the phone lines to work, because y'all keep me on topic. Are we more or less sexually active than our elders? Good rising, my love. How are you?
Good. How's it going, Taylor?
I'm super fantastic.
Hey, I think they were more sexually active than us, but I was commenting on that. Basically, talking about not having health education in school anymore. I find that funny how they don't have health education anymore to actually teach you about your body and what happens when changes in your body start to happen. You start to have all these urges and things start to happen that you have no idea what's going on. But yet, I mean, no offense to anybody, but yet they're pushing all this homosexual lifestyle and transgender lifestyle, but yet they don't want to teach you about your own body, what's going on in your own body. But that's all over the place. They're promoting that like crazy, but you're not even trying to teach a kid what's going on in their own body, mentally and physically. Because we all know at that time we changed completely. Physically, mentally, emotionally. Things is always like a bomb going off in us all the time. So I find that a little bit strange how the times, you would think that right now is the time that they should be having more of that sexual education, but they seem to be having less. And I'm just trying to figure out why.
Great question. I don't have the answer, Sway, but I think it's an amazing question that we need to start asking our politicians, because our tax dollars bought them. And as far as education is concerned, we own the schools. We own the teachers. We own the principals. We own the superintendent. We own everybody. But we don't, take control of the things that we own. But these are the questions that we need to ask. And if you don't like what type of health class or sex ed that your child is receiving or not receiving, then we need to get up, stand up, and use our voice. Say it with your chest, baby. Say it with your chest. And I thank you so much. I don't know how you got through. One of the only ones, because I'm getting messages like, Taylor, I'm trying to call. Taylor, I'm trying to call. So praise Allah that you got out of limbo or wherever the phone calls are going. And somebody gonna get me about that praise Allah. You guys remember in Aladdin when he was like, praise Allah, Allah forbid you have any daughters. I don't know why I remember the days of my childhood more than most people. Facebook is twitching up, y'all. So if you can't catch me on Facebook, go ahead and go over to YouTube. We're currently on YouTube, and you can get everything. TaylaAndre, I'm sorry, Facebook acting up. Animal Planet. Okay, let me tell you a quick memory. So I remember as a child watching, what's that? National Geographic. And they were talking about sex in humans and the mating of animals. That's what it was. It was the mating of animals. And then they went to like the sex of humans, the mating of humans. And that was like when I first learned about sex. I was like 8. I remember. Can you feel it? I do. I'm sorry, Facebook. We are down. We are all the way down. My apologies, my love. Let me see if I can get to these comments via the actual Facebook page. TaylaAndre. If you can try and get through on these phone lines, 617-282-0062. If not, just go ahead and run over, switch over to YouTube and go ahead and post your comments there. Middle school, B-side, 8. Okay, so B from Tennessee was talking about they're watching porn at 8 years old. He said that he went through his son's phone at 11 years old. And he said that he cannot even begin to express what he found in his son's phone at 11. And I am not finding these comments. Hold on. Facebook needs to be updated real quick. Today's topic, for those who are just now tuning in, Big City 101.3 FM, Waking Up with TaylaAndre, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 7. Today's topic, we are discussing whether or not we are more sexually active. We today, our generation, are more sexually active than our elders. And some of the comments are hilarious about how our grandparents had mad kids, so they were getting it in more than we are. Lord have mercy. So, technical difficulties across the board because I'm not even able to log into the rest of these Facebook comments. The last comment I see was posted 17 minutes ago, so my apologies. But if you want to go ahead and catch the rest of these comments, they are hilarious, and add your own comment, TaylaAndre. I have 2 pages, unfortunately, because you can only have 5,000 friends per page, and we are having this conversation on the page of the picture is a photograph of me and Nas. That's my bookie boo. Ooh, my baby. No. There's somebody right now like, nah, Tayla, that's my husband. We're gonna have to share. It's gonna have to be a polyamorous relationship because I'm joking, but that is where we are having the conversation. Just got a message through Facebook. Good rising, as you say. Good rising to you too, my love. How are you? Do you think that we, our generation, are more sexually active than our parents' generation, or do you think they were getting it in more than we currently are? I am so, if you can hear my voice and you know somebody who knows somebody who can put something together, I would love for us to do a dominoes in spades night at Slade's. It doesn't even have to be Slade's. I'm honestly considering my backyard, but I just don't like people in my house, so we might have to get a porta potty. I think it would be dope to have a dominoes in spades fish fry and take it back to the juke joint days, take it back to the liquor house days. I would love it for us to do something like that. And you know, Boston ain't giving out no liquor licenses, not to you or I, but maybe we could find Billy. Maybe Billy can get a liquor license for us. I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, Face Naturals, Face with an S, Naturals with an S, Beauty.com, 365 days of luxurious skin and hair care. I love everything she makes. From the hair oils to the hair lotions to the soap to the teeth whitener, the charcoal teeth whitener to the body scrubs. I can be 100% honest and transparent with you. My feet felt like sandpaper until I started using her moisturizing body butter. My skin, literally, my skin was cracking and peeling like alligator skin until I started using some of her souffles and her rose-infused oil that smells like sex, baby. It's absolutely amazing. My pH is up and down. Some days I'll have a great day. Some days I'll have a bad day. Bacteria vaginosis is real, and a lot of women out here are getting yeast infections like it's okay. It's not okay. It's the products that we use. It's the panties that you wear. It's them tight up pum-pum shots, gal. But the pum-pum wash helps regulate your pH balance. And I absolutely love her pum-pum spray. So if you need to, like, on the go, rinse off real quick, she has a pum-pum spray. She has the pum-pum wash. She has everything you need. And she has the buddy, and a pum-pum wash. So now there's a pum-pum wash and a buddy wash. So shout out to Face with an S, Naturals with an S, Beauty.com. Do not forget that Dr. Umar Johnson and Dr. Claude Anderson is going to be here in Boston at the Strand Theater September 24th from 3 p.m. until 10 p.m. You want to be there, baby. You need to be there. We're going to be discussing post-traumatic slave, the rules of white supremacy, the 2016 presidential election, state-sanctioned police, genocide against Black community, Planned Parenthood International, and Black population control in the U.S. and in Africa, the Black middle class fighting for and taking back gentrification. We're talking about all of that. And if you live in Dorchester, Roxbury, Mattapan, you know what gentrification looks like. If your grandparents or somebody that you knew lived in the South End, you know what gentrification is. We are having a real life conversation. The tickets are $30. We at the Strand Theater, September 24th. Dr. Umar Johnson, Dr. Claude Anderson. I can't wait for you to meet us there. Shout out to the Raw Natural Health and Education Center. Dr. Asikasa, you spell that Dr. AQASIKESAT. One more time if you're a little slow like me, because I ain't get it the first time either. Dr. Asikasa, AQASIKESAT. Dr. Asikasa. You can give her a call, 617-696-5505. She is located at 1349 Blue Hill Ave. And like B from Tennessee said, even Eddie Murphy said, you got to get your colon clean. Last but not least, ZC Boston. Shout out to ZC Boston. This weekend, they will have half-price sushi like every weekend. And that is from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Half-price sushi. You're going to love it. I definitely do. Aside from that, they have free parking, free delivery. They deliver until 1 a.m. They have the best food as far as Chinese food is concerned. And it's real chicken, not rat. You with me? Aside from that, don't forget MedWell Health. They're located in Brockton. Get your medical marijuana card. If you smoke weed, just do it legally, baby. You live in Massachusetts. You have no excuse. The card is $200. You tell them TaylaAndre sent you, you're paying $175. Be legal. You paid that for some damn Jordans. Stop messing up. That I got pulled over the other day. The police took my little bit of weed. That's your fault because you didn't have your medical marijuana card. And I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. As far as our elders are concerned, I do believe that our elders were getting it in more than we were because grandma wasn't telling nobody no, because granddaddy was just going to take it anyways, or he was going to get it from somebody else. But today, we really don't care. You can get it from the girl down the street because you ain't finna get it from me. Or at least those are my thoughts. You have your own thoughts. You have your own opinion. Go ahead and post them on the Wake Up with TaylaAndre page. TaylaAndre. I feel the faith. Just for you. I'm going to play it one more time. I feel it.
I feel it.
Hey, 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 hey. Waking up with TaylaAndre.
I feel it.
Your love is crazy.
I feel it. She wanna be the plug, really come back where a fat boy stay. I told her, bring a couple girls for a bitch, don't listen to me.
Hey, hey.
Really wanna get nasty.
I don't know none of their names.
Wanna drink liquor, smoke good weed, but I'm gonna need a Gatorade. Concierge downstairs, tripping about the music and the loud weed smoke.
I feel it.
Set down 100 and the bottle.
As a youth, better not switch, no.
Live fast.
Enjoy every memory, cause just last year I was broke.
Orange Gatorade, ate my sobriety. Why I'm giving out back strokes? Round 1, round 2, round 3. No bull, you only get 2 pieces. No bull, that's really all you want from me.
Yo, girls,
In the door, 3's company. Thick thighs, fat butt, slim waist.
little bitty titty, but I'm on the boat face.
Heard the kitty cat roar when I went deep. She wetter than a swimming pool when I'm 10 feet.
Deep inside, deep, deep down inside, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
I give it to her, guarantee I mess her life up. She said she want me to taste her with my big lips, but if I do it, she be begging me to wife up. Baby girl, I put it down. I'ma go extra. Fly boy, you don't want your girl to get next to. I'll put a finger in the butt right now. I bet you she be begging me to plug right now. Yeah, I'm nasty. Yeah, I'm ready for whatever, whether day or night. I lay the pipe and when I lay it, I'ma lay it right. Should be wanting to put my clothes in the closet. I don't need love, girl, I need a deposit.
motherfucking take it. Cause I ain't had the pussy in a minute. Y'all, on YouTube, I gotta go because I really want to hear this song. And ooh, girl, I'm on the way. Hey.